So now, again, I'm not going to get into the details of the iris of her eye quite yet. I'm not going to look at eyelashes or any of those very small shapes. I'm just looking at the general big shapes. I'm looking at this shadow cast from her upper eyelid and eyebrow down onto this part of her cheek. There's a big soft shadow on her forehead. And I'll lighten that midline up a little bit. See. Now I'm looking at her hairline. Let's see where that shadow falls in comparison to that hairline. So one big shape relates to another. And the longer you stare at an object or at a figure, the more you see. So the longer you're drawing something, you'll start to see things that you initially drew a little bit incorrectly, and the key is just to not be afraid to change it. When you notice it's wrong, go ahead and change it, and then you'll have a more accurate drawing. Don't be stuck in your initial impression. Okay, I'm gonna go back up to this eye. Take a look over here. See how the two eyes relate. I just see the corner right about there. Make sure that's all in parallel with my bottom of my nose, her nose, middle line of her lips. So from the inside corner to the outside corner of an eye should also line up parallel with that line of the bottom of the nose, middle of the lips, not only from one eye to the next. Okay, I'm gonna quickly come down to her neck and get some of this information in. Looking at the slope of her shoulder. Going past where I know it is, so that I make sure I keep that angle. Notice that this shoulder further away from you is a little bit lower than the shoulder that's closer to you. Shadow there cast by her shirt. And I'm just going to continue to look at the big shapes and get more and more refined with them. And I'm going to start talking less and just working and concentrating. So here we go. enough information laid out where I can start pulling out my charcoal pencils, which have a more permanent mark than the vine charcoal. It's a little harder to fix mistakes when you get into the charcoal pencil.